Hello everyone, welcome back. Marcus Rashford wants to leave Manchester United, according to reports from James Darker of The Telegraph. It's like Rashford has said, enough is enough. I want to leave. If I'm not playing, I must leave. We have seen Rashford being dropped in 3 games in a row, with Ruben Amorim having his own reasons why Rashford was dropped against Manchester City. He said, in that game against Manchester City, both Rashford and Garnacho were dropped. And the reason that Amorim gave out was Rashford and Garnacho did not train well in the training ground. It's like that their performance in training did not please him. Against Spurs in the Carabao quarterfinal, Amorim dropped Marcus Rashford. He was not in the squad. Gave his reasons why Rashford was dropped, and he said that Rashford cannot cope with the demand of playing in a strong game against Bournemouth. Also, the interview he had on Friday before the game on Sunday said, when asked if Rashford will be available, he said Rashford will be available. Come on Sunday, Rashford was not in the squad. He was dropped again. And when asked why Rashford was dropped, he said it's about selection. It is his decision. He's the one that is making the decision, and it is about selection. After that game against Bournemouth, he was asked whether Rashford will be available in the Boxing Day, the game against Wolves away. He said, I will see. It depends. Those are the reasons Amorim gave out on why he dropped Rashford. And it seems like Rashford has not taken those dropping slightly. Him not playing in 3 games in a row because of Amorim saying this and that. I think he hasn't taken it lightly. Both him and his camp, they haven't taken it lightly. To me, I can't say it about performance because you can see most of the Manchester United players are not also performing well. To me, it's about club decision. And in the last past weeks, Rashford was put up on sale with the club in the January transfer window. If the club will not be able to sell him in the January transfer window, they will sell him in the summer transfer window. You have seen Rashford. He's a graduate of Manchester Academy. He has been here for the last 9 seasons, and you can see his performance has not been good. I'm not saying that the other players' performance also have been good. No, I think everyone in Manchester United performance has not been good. And I think why Rashford, the one who's being dropped, I think is because of I think the club just wants to sell him, looking at his wages, and also he's not performing well. So the club sees that you can't have a player that's not performing well and is earning huge wages. I think Rashford is the top earner here at Manchester United. He's earning £350 per week, and he's not performing well. So I think the club will want to let him go. You want to sell him because they think that they're paying huge amount on a player who is not performing. Because the way I see things, it's not about performance. The way I said earlier, it's not about performance because most of these players also are not performing well. And after that game against Manchester City, where Rashford was dropped, Rashford went ahead and had an interview with Henry Winter behind Manchester United, and he did say he's ready for a new challenge and for a new start. I think that's what also kind of pissed off Manchester United. That's what kind of pissed the club. And so after that, the second 2 games, he was dropped, and Amorim gave the reasons again. I think Rashford did not know how to handle the situation because both him and Garnacho were dropped. You could see Garnacho stayed calm, didn't do any interview, and was recalled back. Rashford went ahead and did the interview. We saw 2 games he was dropped, and Amorim did not recall him back. And Amorim, when asked whether the club is, I think before the game against Bournemouth, Amorim was asked whether the club is involved in this, the decision why Rashford should not be in the squad. He said it's not about the club. The club hasn't said anything, hasn't told me, hasn't made me to make any decision about Rashford. It's me that decides who to play, who plays, and who does not play. That's what Amorim said. But the way you see things, it's a club that's involved in why Rashford is not starting, because also they put him up on sale. And they can see if things are not working, I think the solution is just part ways. You should just part ways peacefully. The way you're seeing things, the situation between Manchester United, the club, and Rashford is not looking good. Rashford is a player that who wants to play, who wants to show that he can prove, but he's not getting that opportunity. And that's why he has said he wants to leave. And if he wants to leave, it's good. The club will accept that. And if a good offer will come in January, Rashford will be sold. And you can see Manchester United reports. Reports today were saying that Manchester United are in talks with the Osimhen agent, and the way it's being said is that if for that deal to go through is if Rashford will leave in January. If Rashford will leave in January, the deal will happen. I think because you can know a player like Victor Osimhen is a player that will want kind of huge salary, and you can't contain a player like Rashford who's earning a huge salary with the same player like Osimhen. So I think Rashford, if a good offer comes in January, he will leave. And because he has said that he wants to leave Manchester United, I think it will make things easy for Manchester United. And we have also heard, I think last week, there were stories that Saudi clubs are also interested in him. Yes, I think that's just it. So Rashford, he has seen that there's no way he will be back in the club. You can see we're heading towards the January transfer window. Only 9 days to the January transfer window, and he's seeing that he's not going back into the squad. There's no way back for him into the squad. And Rashford is a player that will not want to be left out. Will want to play there, and Manchester United also will not want to have a player that earning a huge salary and is not playing. We saw with Jordan Sancho when they had issues with Eric Ten Hag and he was earning a huge salary, he went on loan to Dortmund. And again, I've seen this season he has gone on loan to Chelsea. So that's just it. If Rashford wants to leave, I think let him leave. And also if he leave, I think will be good for both parties if he leaves, because Rashford also, you can see his performance is not also good. I'm not saying other players are good, also other players are not performing, but with the Rashford and his situation also, his performance, I think it also, I think adding on it, he's not playing well. His performance has not been good. Consider the way he was struggling under Ten Hag before Ten Hag got sacked, and Amorim also is struggling. I think also you can see it's not fitting the system of Amorim. Yeah, and Amorim considering the system, he wants a player that can also defend, can also press well, and Rashford does not do that. I think the solution, if Rashford wants to leave, let him leave, and I think things will be good because the situation is not looking good also for him. And we also at the club, we need to resolve. The club need to resolve this situation, and so that we focus ahead. So if Rashford wants to leave, let him leave. I think that's just all I had for you guys, and let's just wait and see how things unfold. Thanks everyone for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one.